Hi, it's Linda again. I have my second one to share with you today, and thank you for coming and taking a look. And this is my third time of doing something, a journal about Edgar Allan Poe, and I think this is my favorite of all. I think they just get better and better and better. But let's take a look, and the name of this one is Nevermore, and it has 4 signatures, and it has 208 pages. So he is a chunky little journal. He is 5.5 by 7.5. He's got a spine that is approximately 1.5 inches, and on this spine I did a printout of one of his poems and put it on the spine. And then on the back you have another beautiful collage of Nevermore and a beetle. And I chose the red color underneath. It's hand painted red, but it's painted over cloth, muslin cloth, 100% cotton, and it's got this worn look and spots going around like you've had it for a long time. And on the front you have a collage of different Poe items, his initial, his photograph, some background, and naturally the raven, and then I did some gears and a big key, a big antique vintage key that says heart on it. And then I did a simple closure with one of the Tim Holtz little knobs right here, where I didn't want to take away from any of this. And the whole theme throughout this is the saw. It's really, the scissors, but it's to represent a saw. Some of his stories were so morbid, and always like the pendulum and things like that. So all of the pages, you can see how thick it is, have been cut with the same scissors. And then so let's take a quick look inside, and you'll notice though now it is chunky. I said it was chunky, and the reds and the black and everything has been edged in black soot, the distressed ink by Tim Holtz. And then on the inside of the front cover there is another cutout here, the Telltale Heart, and it says it's by Edgar Allan Poe, and it gives the date. And here is part of the story, and it's been burnt and put on. And then, like I said, there's 4 signatures, and this one is called the Raven. And here is Poe, and it's all sort of a dark, his things were very dark. So I'm just going to flip through. Now, even though it's a journal about Poe, there's plenty of writing spaces. There's a lot of cardstock, especially what Wendy calls the anchor pages are all cardstock, and they're all something about Poe. So the front and last page will be specially designed collages about Poe, and then there's going to be several more. Now this is going to be the dragonfly. My stamps are going to be all through the first signature, and each signature has a different critter, insect on it. And here is all of your cards, journaling cards will be Poe represented. And all of your pockets and belly bands will have the same scissor cut as all of the pages. And this is just a text page but yet you can write here. And here is another one of the anchor pages that is part of the Poe cardstocks that I have. And then I did digital prints, stamps, on a lot of the signature pages, and it's of his books or stories, short stories or poems, signifies them that you'll see throughout. This is a cardstock that I painted, and then Anne-Marie showed the other day in one of her videos, and I will probably list it down below. It's alcohol over paint, and it comes out with this fabulous, she says yummy, fabulous effect. And it's just, and I just fell in love with it. So I did each one of the signatures has a special one of these in it, and you can see it's painted red, and then you just splash the alcohol on there, and it comes out with this free design. And here is a clip with Tim Holtz clip, and it's of the heart and the parts of the heart. It's a journaling card. And then here is the silver shadow stamped of the dragonfly. My coffee stained pages, naturally. And then each signature has several of these, and it has a little pocket on the top and two little journaling cards, but it's an envelope with the stamps of the dragonfly in there, and then inside will be a special Poe story card that you can write on the back. So I'll take this one out. The others I'll leave because we're pressed for time on our YouTube videos. And so this one was just clipped right here on the side of the page. Ledger. We took the ledger sheets and printed them in colors for more interest. And this is a background type of a paint that we did. Potions. A little Poe story here on a journaling card. See the digital, the raven there, the digital print, Poe himself. Each signature in the center has this red cardstock, and you can see where I used the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I also saw, normally mine are tied in the center if you see them, if I don't have an envelope in the journals. This time I put the ties in the back. Saw Anne-Marie, and again I will have her video listed down below. She ties in the back, and I thought that was a wonderful idea. And so I tried that, and I really like it. And here is the raven. Speaking of that, this is the invisible binding, so you can't, it's not on the back of the book, it's hidden inside. And here is your cheesecloth that holds in and secures the binding inside. So here we go. I'm just going to start flipping through, and whoever buys this one, purchase it. It'll be on my Etsy shop sometimes today. Today is Thursday. You can read all of these little digital prints and really enjoy some of these Poe anchor sheets. There's 16 to 18 pockets within these 4 signatures. They're all black, and they're all stamped with the critter or the insect of that signature. So this is still the dragonfly. And here's another one of those. And each one of these here on out will have the envelope, and it's decoupage with a raven or something affiliated with Edgar Allan Poe. And you can put anything in there. It is the envelope on the back. See, there it is. But here's that beautiful alcohol splattering job. The black cat there. This is Sorry Silk. It's black and red. I just punched a hole and put it there. Here's your second signature, and that will be the spiders and the House of the Usher on this. And he has a little red ruby as an eye, and then the doorknob on the House of Usher is a ruby stone. Here is Edgar himself. There it is. One of his writings. Each signature has one of these that you can bullet point. Here's a little spider. Nice smooth coffee stain paper. This is the black cat. I know it's dark. I don't know whether you can see that, but we have some Sorry Silk and a big purple stone and two red stones, and then the cat has some little glitter eyes. And this is going to be the beetle signature, so you'll have some little beetles throughout this signature. Skulls and roses. This feels like a leather with that treatment on it. This is the Telltale Heart signature, which is the last signature. The red stone here. It is really full. 208 pages is a lot. Usually I've been trying to hold myself to 160 pages, but you know, whenever I really like something, I can't decide what to leave out, so I just put it all in there, and I end up with a real chunky, I want to say chunky monkey, but that's not the right way to say it. And here is the back page with a huge ruby stone on this cross, medieval type of a cross. And here's the crow again in this little tuck spot. And another story. And this is the tale of the telltale heart. That looks like it's been burnt. And then it's decoupaged on this gorgeous antique vintage looking paper. And here is the back. I don't know, I think I like the back just as well as the front, to be honest with you, but I do like all of the gears and everything, and Poe himself on the front, and then the ribbons and all of the darkness of this. Now I left these tails here. You know, it's just an elastic band in case you expand this even further. You can let this out to whatever length that you want it, and then control, because if you want to make it thicker, which you can, and then you can just, you've got this room here to unknot it and then knot it back to give it some relief, so to speak. So this is Nevermore. It's a 5x7, 4 signatures, and it's 208 pages. And I really appreciate you stopping by today and visiting my YouTube channel. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And thank you very much. Bye-bye.